missed you guys. This is kind of a bonus episode, not necessarily the start to season 2, season 1. Shout out to everybody that tuned in on season 1. I want to hear your thoughts, season 1.
Season 1, bro. Honestly, I had a lot of fun. I actually miss this. I miss recording a podcast every week. I had a lot of people, I guess, just reach out because they were like, man, it helped me answer this question or that question, or even just hear more about us.
Yeah.
And so.
So overall, you, on a scale of 1 to 10.
Scale of 1 to 10. What do you mean, like quality of the podcast?
Just
or?
1 to 10. 10, the pod went great, amazing. We need sponsors.
Yeah.
1, it was trash, and we should not be recording right now.
YouVersion, hit us up. We would love a sponsor. No, I think it was like a solid 7.5.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I love it. Cool, yeah, I think it went pretty great.
For sure.
What was the highest viewed episode?
I believe that was you and your cousin Murga.
Okay. That's fair, though, because he's connected to a whole coaching community.
Right.
Which is kind of like the pastor community, so
Right.
church community.
Yeah.
Shout out Cousin Merg.
Yeah.
We need to roll it back in season 2.
Season 2. He'll episode.
But yeah, today's not the official start of season 2. It is a bonus episode, and we just kind of want to get back with you guys here on YouTube and kind of just play catch up. You know, what's been happening. We took the summer off from podcasting.
Yeah.
Because podcasting is not just turning on a mic and turning on a camera. Like, there's so much behind the scenes work that goes into it. And so we just needed a break from it.
Yeah.
Specifically you, because you do all the post-production. But how long have we officially been gone?
I would say since, I think the last episode was in June.
Okay.
And no, maybe sooner. I
Okay.
think it might have been May. But I think a big reason for it too was I was actually part-time at the time.
That's true.
So I had a lot more time to edit and all that.
Okay.
But in the summer, I actually started full-time here at the church.
Yeah.
Which is
so you got real responsibilities.
Yeah. And so...
and the podcast was not at the top of that priority list.
Well, and the summer got busy.
Well, and then Pastor Braden went part-time.
Right.
Y'all kind of switched roles.
Right.
And so you kind of picked up some of his, and so that, again, it took away some of your time, I guess.
Right. Yeah, no,
which is a win all over.
A great win. And honestly, like, it's been, I remember when I got brought in full time, Pastor Braden's like, honestly, dude, this is a great time. It's the summer. It's not as busy. And we had one of the greatest summers of, I think, since I've been here at my church. And so
let's talk about that. Let's just jump in, dude. Let's just start with our church, because most of our audience is real church people, because this podcast is for real church, for our city, specifically. Man, you came on in the summer, and most churches take dips in the summer.
Right.
People, they even prepare for it.
Yeah.
Cut back on services, maybe. Man, I don't think that did, like you said, it didn't happen at all with us.
No.
Talk about you coming on full time and what you've been able to just see and witness.
Yeah, it's been a great experience, honestly. I think just being on staff at a church, I've gotten to learn a lot about what goes on at a church. I mean, and then as a leader before, I mean, because I was part-time, but also like, I was on the teaching team, but I just wasn't on staff yet. It's just a different view of like what it takes to take care of a church, and like honestly to like be part of that team. But in the summer it was great because I was expecting to join in at a slow pace time and kind of like learn, but it was just like boom, all right, here we go, trial by fire. And it's not like it's just a lot of, I think it's made me learn that I have to make decisions fast.
Yeah.
Because I'm an overthinker. Yeah. Like I will sit there and delegate with ChatGPT for 30 minutes on whether or not I was rude or not.
And which is funny because that's one of my biggest pet peeves is people who don't make fast decisions, quick decisions.
And we've learned that, and I think it's been a iron sharpening dull iron, which is me. I'm the dull iron.
No, not at all.
But it's been a learning process of like just make a call, even if it's a bad one, and it's helped me like learn. One, creative processes it's not that deep. Like, but also like I think one of the cool things I've learned is like how to develop the gifting that God has given me. Because I think one of the cool things is that you and Pastor Braden have always like said, "Hey, we see this in you. You're gifted.
Yeah.
Just make the call."
Yeah.
Like, and it's been cool to see God develop that through you guys, and just this amazing summer we've had.
Yeah, absolutely. Incredible summer.
Incredible summer. It's been cool to see just like, I don't know, because even in the past summers, it's not like we ever dipped, but it never got as...
We're just at another scale that we were the last couple years. You said something. You said you've always been on the outside. You've been leader. You've been a leader in a church before.
Yeah.
In our church, and then you came on staff, and it's like you got to see the guts of the church, if you will.
Yeah.
Somebody I heard said something that really put it into perspective for me. It's like going to your favorite restaurant and eating there versus working at your favorite restaurant.
Right. Yeah.
Two very different worlds.
Way different. Yeah.
And man, I'm just thankful that you're on staff now. You've added so much incredible value to our church, and that again, because I hate saying this, like just me and Adriana being the face of the church, I guess, if you will, but we always brag on our team.
Yeah.
And you're a part of that team, and a lot what goes on at Real Church is because of you.
Yeah.
And so I appreciate that. And
Thank
we had a great summer. Took 3 months off from the pod. We're here now in the fall. We're about to launch season 2 of the podcast.
Yeah.
About to move into the fall season, which
Exciting
some would say
stuff.
is like the crazy season of the church. But it's been a good, healthy kickoff to the fall.
Yeah.
And we always kick it off at Real Church with one of our favorite sermon series called Church Sucks.
Yeah.
If you're not familiar, we don't believe that. Obviously, we believe the complete opposite.
Yeah.
And that's what we use this series for, to convince people that the church is God's design, and it's a beautiful one, and there's purpose to it. Man, I want to hear just your personal opinions first. Yeah. Let's talk about that. About this series, because now you've been a part of this series now for what?
3
years?
Yeah,
okay,
3 years. Yeah. And so it's been,
how does it help you?
It honestly, it helps me, I think, just not lose sight of the importance of church.
Okay.
Because I think sometimes, especially this series here recently for me, has helped me this year, like the one we're doing this year, has helped me see like, because now that I'm on staff at a church, there's like different layers to that.
Yeah.
Because like, it's on Sundays, like it's kind of like a work day, but I've had to learn like, man, what I'm doing here matters, not just so I can feel like satisfied or fulfilled, right?
Right.
But like, man, this is God's plan A, and I think you've said that in the series itself. And the importance of like, because I remember the first series, whenever I first heard it, I was like, oh, this is cool, this is clever, like, it's a cool way to remind people of the importance of church. But then, whenever I started like really thinking about it and being like, okay, I think I remember you preaching on, it was like the church sucks when you're the older brother. I think that was like last year or 2 years ago. And just honestly,
speaking of the parable of the prodigal son.
Yeah. I think my views of, or I guess the issues, if you want to call them that I've had with the church have been challenged.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of my own, I guess, issues with it have been revealed, and it hasn't even really been with the church. It's been more of a heart issue on my end.
Yeah.
But like I was saying, for me this year, it's really brought back the importance of like, man, what we do here matters.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, like, it's not just, we recently went to a conference, and I remember we both liked what Pastor Manny Ringo or Dr. Manny Ringo said when he was like, this isn't a gig, like being a church leader.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just another paycheck. Like, this is a calling that God has put on your life. And
absolutely.
So, even through this series, even just hearing your messages, like, has really helped me understand that and being like, this is a call that God has placed in my life. The people that I get to know here, that I get to live life with, and honestly, I just, you start to love them more, you start to need each other more, and it's been cool to see God make a difference in people's lives.
Yeah.
And even like, I think there's been a explosion of church growth, not just here at our church, but
Right.
everywhere.
Yeah,
Like, it feels
I
like
agree.
this year, like people just being like, people are coming back to church. People are coming back to church. And so
Yeah.
for us to have a series that addresses the elephant in the room, so to say, so to
Yeah.
speak, of like, man, church sucks, or church maybe has sucked in the past for some people.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's cool to see people's minds change, especially when they're like have their guard up. I guess.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I want to, because you've been part of the church for a long time, man. What, like, obviously, again, we don't believe the church sucks. We're convincing people that it doesn't.
Right, right.
That it's beautiful. There's purpose to it.
Yeah.
It's not just a Sunday morning
Right.
gathering. It's
Yeah.
so much more than that. The church has meant so much to you in your life.
Yeah.
Even so much, especially real church,
Yeah.
that you got it tattooed. I know we joke about that all the time,
Yeah.
but like people might think you're crazy that you,
Yeah.
and some have voiced that, but they don't understand what real church
Yeah.
has played out in your life,
Right.
what it's helped in your life,
Yeah.
what is developed in your life.
Right.
Man, speak about that.
Yeah.
Talk to us about a couple of things that you know just from the top of your head that real church has helped you in your own personal life.
Yeah. I was having this conversation the other day with Pastor Braden. I think we're just talking about what we believe here at Real Church, and like one of the core tenets is like real people, right? Like, and I think when we think about what that means, like we point real people to a real Jesus with a real love. I showed up as I'm still a real person. Like,
Right.
And what we mean by that is like the Romans 3:23, like all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God, right?
Yeah.
Like that's what it means. And when I first showed up to Real Church, it was like,
Even break that down a little bit more.
Right.
Like, what does it mean that we all have fallen short of the glory of God?
we have
And
all
you specifically.
Yeah, I have. We've all sinned.
There you
right,
go, yeah.
Against God, a God who is, we've sinned against the perfect God. Like, and even
We
in my
have
life,
past sin.
present
current-
struggle, maybe even future struggle.
Yeah,
right?
come on, man.
That because it's, and I'll quote him all the time. Pastor Matt Chandler is like, God's gonna do a work in your life over a long period of time. Like most of the time, it's gonna be slow. It's gonna be grueling.
Yeah.
But we're in the process of being made like Jesus, and that's not easy.
Yeah.
Or it's not like immediate, I
Yeah.
guess. And so even when I first showed up to Real Church, I was in that process. And I think it was by the grace of God, because like honestly, I was on my way out of going to church at all. Like,
Yeah.
I was on my way out of. I was just like, you know what, I'm done, whatever. But I ended up showing up to Real Church, and I was just met with grace for the situation that I was in. Just heavily struggling with anxiety, depression, addiction, identity issues, like all of it. I remember the first lunch we had, I just like trauma dumped on you.
Yeah.
And I was just expecting you to push me away. But you were actually like, no, like that's what we believe here at Real Church, is like we point real people to real Jesus with a real love. Like, and I think you even, it kind of like you broke a lie in my life where I thought the minister had to fix me, like a pastor did.
Yeah.
And you were like, I can't fix you, bro, actually.
Yeah.
But like I can point you to the one who does.
Yeah.
And
Dive a little deeper
yeah.
into, because it wasn't just me. I
Right.
don't want it to just bounce. It's tough because we do have such a close
Right.
relationship, but just the church in general.
Yeah, no, and even I guess that's true. I think we do have that relationship, so I tend to say that. But it was like, man, just the people here. Like, I always wanted to feel like, I think because of the things I was going through, I wanted to feel like the outcast. I was not allowed to feel like an outcast here at Real Church.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
even be an outcast. I just wanted to like come in and slip out, and everybody just loved me.
Yeah.
And like,
Name drop.
like Pastor Braden, Bud, Fabian.
Okay.
Like at the time, I remember just talking to people, and they would just be like, "Cool, hey man, keep coming back. We love you." Like,
Yeah.
Even when I met you and Pastor Adriana, like you and your wife, like you guys just didn't treat me different. Like
Yeah.
you just loved me. Ashton,
Yeah.
like Ashton and Braden, Pastor Braden and Ashton.
Yeah.
They were like the first ones to just like be there and be my friends.
Yeah.
Like, and just
Keep going though. Like,
Right, like-
as the church has grown,
Yeah.
who are some key people that
Yeah.
continue that God using the church?
yeah. Man, I think about Aaron and Brenda,
Yeah.
like they just kind of treat me like family right
Yeah.
away. And even like when they first started coming here, it's just like, I mean, their kids are awesome. Like, I think about the Mugias. I mean, they love on me. Like, and then just the people that show up here. Like, I think about, our children's director, Kristen Juan. They just treat me like family. Like, and so whenever I get to know and meet people, it's always like, hey, you're part of our family now. You're part of our team. Like, and just the loyalty, I think. And even like for a while there, I wasn't as committed. I was actually pretty flaky.
Yeah.
Like, I would be like, oh yeah, I'll be there on Sunday. Psych. And I'd be like, I don't know, I got sick. And it was just like, but through that, even, like,
For sure.
you guys would just check up on me. And it wasn't like because I'll go back. One time I was looking for a password or something you sent me. And I went back and looked at some of our text messages, and you were just like, hey man, noticed you weren't here today, miss you. Like, and it wasn't like, where are you?
Yeah.
Why weren't you at church today? But it was a genuine, like, checking up on me. And so, I think being allowed to not hide who I am has helped me grow more than anything else.
So in other words, the church helped bring out what God put in you.
Correct.
I think that's one area the church has really helped. What's another area in your life that you feel the church is? Here's what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah.
I said from the stage the other day, it's because of the church that I know how to lead. It's because I know how to love my family. I know how to do these things because the church taught me that, because we keep saying it here at Real Church that there's nothing on earth like the church.
Right.
There's nothing on earth like the church. And so, so go to what's another thing that
I think, man, just being able to level up as a person. I'm not late to things anymore.
Yeah. I love that.
I used to be late to everything. And like, it was just like this, I used to try and spin it off as like, oh, I'm just late. And it was like, no, like I think just
to be fair, and just to put language to it, and you would agree with me.
Yeah.
It was an integrity issue.
Correct. Yeah. It was a I was okay with being mediocre. And that, I think we just talk about it all the time, like we do things with excellence because we serve an excellent God. Yeah. And so also it's like the parable of the talents. Like, you don't want to misuse the things that God has given you. And so, like, I've learned to really care about, I guess, using the talents and gifts that God has given me, and even stewarding those well, stewarding my time well, stewarding my money well, just learning how to be a person of integrity. Yeah. And because I think sometimes people can be their best version at church, but then not in their life.
For sure.
And I mean, even separating the two, I think has been an issue. But I think it's just helped me grow as an individual. I mean, I've learned how to edit videos here. I don't know, just
practical things.
Right.
And I love that, because I think so many people who are watching this, whether they love the church or maybe they're just watching because they're familiar with you or something, but I think because of the world we live in, so many people think, well, the church wants something from me.
Right. Yeah. No.
And they have that hard attitude, like, oh, they just want my money. They just want my time. They just want, and it's like, no. We're actually trying to point you to a person who's going to just reveal so much about who you are and what he wants for you. Because like we said, we're not just here to kumbaya. Like, there's purpose to church. Yeah. And I think just watching that play out in your life has been really cool, and continue to see that play out. Like, there's still things where you're taking, faith jumps in your spiritual walk with the Lord. Yeah. But like what we mentioned, even practical ones. Like, and so the church, man, there's nothing on earth like it. And this Sunday before I preached, I post every Sunday morning to encourage people to get to church, but I had said, hey, the church, you need the church, and the church needs you. Right. So it's not that we just think, oh, we want from you. Like, no. You actually bring something to the church. Yeah. I said it at the beginning, like, you've added so much value to the church. I've told this to your face. Like, I think you're probably one of the most gifted guys at our church. Like,
Thank you.
you can sing, you can play instruments, you can preach, you can teach. The Lord has put so much in you, and I don't even think we've scratched the surface of what God wants to do in you through your church.
Right.
And so, yeah, man, I just believe there's nothing on earth like the church.
Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you. I think it's an important reminder, I think, of like, because like you said, I think people think the church wants things from me, like whether that be money or whatever. Like, most of the time it's money, where people are like, oh, the church just wants my money. Like, look at that huge building or whatever. But in reality, like, I think, honestly, just being real, I think I've gotten more from the church than the church has gotten from me, if anything. Like,
wow.
Just the amount of, like, you guys, and it's wild because my family's always like, they did what? Like, they did. You know what I mean? Just the amount of times you guys have blessed my life, not even monetarily, but just like showing up and caring.
Yeah.
Because it's more than just, and that's the thing, I think people think about money, but it's more than the money. It's about just, hey, writing a card to say thank you, or like inviting me to go with your family and have dinner or something. Like, I don't know, just simple things like that, I think, that people don't think that the church wants to do, just to live life with you. Showing up in difficult times when my mom has been sick, or my dad, or when I've been sick, like, and my family's always like, they really love you. You know, they're always like, man, they love you. And I'm like, just like, yeah, I don't know. It's weird to me too. And I don't know why it's been that way, but I think it's brought an appreciation of like, I'm like, man, I feel like if it wasn't for the church, for you guys, like, I don't know where, and that's, obviously it's through the grace of God. Like, I'm not saying, you know what I mean?
I don't think anybody's thinking that though.
But like,
because I think many people watching this
for sure
would attest that they would say the same thing.
Yeah. If it wasn't for, and that's why I have it on my skin. Like, if it wasn't for Real Church, I probably wouldn't be going to church at all, or even like, I don't know, maybe even not walking with the Lord. Although I think the Lord would
definitely not working at one.
Not working at one for sure. No, I'd probably be going like once a month just to like clear my conscience, and then, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's been incredible. It's been amazing.
Wonderful.
My life has changed completely. Like, I don't know. If you would have told me at the height of during 2020, where I think everyone kind of just their life got shaken up.
Yeah.
If you would have told me I'd have been working at a church, doing what I love to do, I'd have been like, yeah, you're crazy. Maybe in 30 years.
Yeah.
I don't know. But
definitely. Well, again, I'm glad that you work here at Real Church. If you're watching this, man, just comment down below how much you appreciate Pastor Ace, because again, he does so much that you don't even know, and that's for our whole team. Our whole team makes our church go, and you said it changed your life.
Yeah.
And I've been saying during this series that a healthy church will change your life.
Yeah.
It'll change your life, because I think something shifts in your heart when you become a part of a healthy church.
Right.
And I'm not going to shy away from that. There are unhealthy churches out there. And because I sit across from people all the time that talk about their experiences with the church. I've had some unhealthy experiences with the church. Heck, I've probably created unhealthy experiences at this church, because we don't claim to be the perfect church.
Right.
But what I do know is I believe in the church.
Yeah.
And what it can do in someone's life.
100%.
Because it is the bride of Christ.
Yeah. Yeah, I think too, that to speak to that, like, there's so much, I think sometimes there can be too much cynicism with the church of like, oh, well, there's corrupt pastors, and we're not to disagree. There is, like, there's some wild churches out there. I mean, there's a wild church in the Bible where, like, even the Apostle Paul would be like, chill, don't do that, that's sin. But like, I've heard it said best like this. I think it was there's a guy I follow on Instagram. He's great. He's just always saying like, man, you give me the church on her worst day, she's still better than anything else in the world. It's the bride of Christ. Like, on her worst day, it's still better than, I don't know, like an organization or country, a kingdom. Like, this is the bride of Christ. We are the people of God. Like,
Yeah.
the best thing that's ever been left. And Jesus left it,
For sure.
for us. And
For sure.
he said that he would build the church. And so it's something that he's built through a bunch of
And that's what
different
the most
churches.
beautiful thing is.
Right.
Is he chooses people like us.
Right. Yeah.
He chooses people like us to be a part of it.
For sure. And even like,
and then in our case, to lead it.
yeah, and that's been a whole other dynamic that I'm learning, and that'll probably be a whole other episode of like, yo, what does that mean to be a leader, right? Like, and the weight that it comes with it, and it's a beautiful thing. Like, it's not something negative, but
Absolutely.
I think like even one of the criticisms I think everyone always hears is like, well, they're a hypocrite, they suck, they're not what they claim to be, and I think I've always heard. I heard this quote. I don't know where it comes from originally, but I heard a pastor say where he's like, "Oh, you think the church is full of hypocrites? Like, well, come add one more. There's a spot for you." Because I think everybody can, to some certain extent, like, everyone has a little bit of, I guess, and it comes back to the principle of we're all real people, and like God is working things out in our lives, and so, I've been able to see that. And see God work through real people. Yeah. Me being one of them, right? Like, and God accomplish things through that, and God work on my character, and just continuing to show up and to see God working through us has been cool. It's been one of the greatest things in my life, you know. Man,
wonderful. All right, I'm gonna put you on the spot, and we're gonna shift gears here.
Okay.
Church Sucks series. We just wrapped up week 6.
That's crazy.
Out of the 6, which do you feel has spoke to you the most? I say I'm putting you on the spot because we need to highlight each one and what they were.
Okay.
So let's see how many of them you remember.
How many I remember? Here we go. Church Sucks week 1 was, I don't remember. No, I do.
What was it?
I edit these. I should know.
It set the foundation for the series.
Right.
We said we had to have we had to be in something with Christ.
Oh yeah. Romans 6, baby. United church sucks when you're not united to Christ. Right?
Beautiful.
Union with Christ.
We had to be in union with Christ.
Right.
We talked about what that looked like. What's that? What does that even mean to be in union with Him?
Right.
And then we jumped to week 2.
Yeah, week 2. Dude, I'm telling you.
Comment down below before we say it if you know what it is.
Hey, you know what? Week 2, I was actually in the black room, both services.
Oh, that's fair.
I was in our kids department.
That's fair. You were preaching the gospel to the kiddos.
Yeah, it was.
We talked about how casual kills.
Yeah.
Like the church, the world doesn't need another casual church.
Yeah. Is that when you preached about the ark?
The Ark of the Covenant in 2 Samuel being moved.
Yeah.
And they treated it casually. They didn't move it the way God had instructed them to move it.
Okay.
And so we just said, hey, we can't be a casual church.
Right.
Again, we're not here to just, oh, hey, how are you?
Right.
Be blessed, brother.
Yeah.
Like, no. Like, there's purpose.
Yeah.
There's got to be focus. We got to be sharp. And so the world doesn't need another casual church. We have to be in union with Him. We can't be casual. And then week 3. I
promise.
He is failing this, guys.
I promise I listen to these guys.
Yeah, he does.
And if I don't,
we talked about
just give me
those.
Oh yeah, those people.
We sat and talked. I got my notes, so I'm cheating because I don't remember my own sermons, guys. People are like, "Man, this sermon changed my life," and I was like, "Man, what did I say?"
I think I'm fired.
And so we talked about how a lot of the times, like the church, this is why we get frowned upon sometimes, is because sometimes we do, whether it's knowingly or unknowingly, we start like treating people like those people, and actually like, hey, we are those people. Right. We're in need of a savior, and so
that's good.
Instead of saying those people. But then we convinced you, like, hey, It doesn't have to be those people outside now speaking inside to the church.
Right.
You can be a part of those people. Like, because we say, man, those people are blessed.
Yeah.
Those people. And it's like, hey, you can be a part of those people. And so we just looked at the early church. Those people were filled with joy.
Yeah.
Those people, that was the whole one on joy.
Yeah.
Because we live in a society that's so cynical.
Yeah.
We live in a world that is given into depression, into mental health. I'm not dismissing those things,
Right.
but as the church, we don't have to bow down to those things. Like,
Right.
actually, we can be one of those people who wake up with the joy
Yeah.
that God has given us.
That's good.
So Union, Casual Kills, those people where it was all about joy, and that we can be one of those people.
Yeah.
And then week 4, we went into.
I think I got 5 and 6, but
You don't remember this one? I'm reading through my notes right now, so.
week 4 was church sucks when you don't go to church.
We do. We talked about the whole idea of like sitting, when you're just sitting,
Okay. Yeah.
and you need to get up and you need to mature.
Yeah.
You need to grow up in your faith. We said, hey, your faith has to have feet.
Oh, yeah.
We said, we talked about, so the first one was there's got to be movement.
Yeah.
You can't just sit. There's got to be movement. The people of God tried to just sit and camp out,
Yeah.
and God was like, what are we doing? Like, keep
Right.
moving forward.
Yeah.
And that's when they crossed the Red Sea. Then we talked about maturation. You
Yeah.
can't just stay small.
Right.
And we weren't talking about numerically. We were talking about growing up in the faith.
Right.
And then we talked about there's mission. You were saved to be sent. You got to be reaching the people around you. Week 5.
Week 5 was church sucks when you're not sharp.
Yeah, we have dull souls.
Dull souls.
Yeah,
A
we have dull
soul.
souls. The church sucks when we have dull souls.
Ecclesiastes 10:10.
Yeah. We got to move in wisdom, man.
Yeah.
We got to live lives of wisdom in every area, because too many people are swinging their axe is kind of what this picture is being painted in Ecclesiastes 10:10. And he's saying, hey, instead of swinging harder, why don't we swing smarter?
Yeah.
And the way we do that as the church is by God's wisdom.
And it was easy to remember 5 and 6 because we started our small groups, our real groups, and it actually helps you. It helps us apply it. Like I think it was. We were talking about that last
Should
night.
have gotten a real group this semester if
we
you're not in one.
Yeah, we were talking about it last night. We're like, we were all just honest. Like sometimes you can listen to a sermon the day of and be like, that was awesome, and then forget.
Yeah.
But because we have our small group and we talk about it again,
Yeah.
it helps us like
Love that.
apply that. So that's why I was like, I got those.
We can't have dull souls as the
Right.
church. And then week 6, we just wrapped up 2 days ago.
Yeah.
And what did we talk about?
The church sucks when I just bragged about knowing what it was about. And wait, hold on. No, I got it because we just talked about it. The church sucks when we don't dwell. Dude, see,
Where do we want to dwell?
dwell in the Father's house.
There you go.
Yeah, because so you actually, I won't spoil it, but he preached about the prodigal son just in a way you haven't heard before. So go check it out.
Yeah, that was what I'd never heard it in that way before.
Yeah, and it was.
And we
great.
have a belief. You got to be careful when we do that.
Yeah, because you don't just want to make up new things. Like,
Yeah.
But it wasn't. It was in there.
Yeah, it was.
just-
Yeah,
It was.
definitely.
It's definitely in the text. It's just.
So out of those, which one do you feel like spoke to you the most in your current situations?
Honestly, I would say probably the dull soul.
Okay.
I think even learning about that scripture, because I think sometimes I skip Ecclesiastes because it's kind of depressing.
Yeah. Yeah.
With wisdom literature, I don't know. I would just read it and I'd be like, I don't know.
Depressing
I'm
is
moving
a
on.
crazy word.
It is a
to
crazy
use for
word.
That book.
It is a crazy word. To use,
It's a
but
book of wisdom.
it is a book of wisdom, which is why I need to read it more. which is what I was saying.
Sounds like somebody young would say.
Yeah, I don't need wisdom. Dude. I'm good. No.
You're sounding real Gen Z right now, man.
God forgive me. God, there's grace. Lord help me. Anyway, let me shut up. Yeah, basically we were.
Is it because you feel like you had a dull soul, or this helps you prevent from having a dull soul?
I think it was both, a little bit of both. I think I was one swinging harder and not smarter, and so there's like just my job's very task oriented, and I think I was just doing it very unskillfully. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And so not even just my job, but just like life in general.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times because one of the points was like, if you sharpen in private, basically like
what you sharpen in private.
What you sharpen in private, like it's
gonna show publicly.
Yeah, and I've been able to try and reclaim my evenings by just learning a new skill, or just obviously I tend that's usually when I read the Bible and try and pray as soon as I get home. And so, but I guess just learning like, man, it's I guess I don't have to work harder, and not just at my job, but like in everything that I do, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, there is a way to do things with wisdom.
For sure.
And I definitely need to go read Ecclesiastes now. But yeah, depressing was a bad choice of words. I'm thinking about it still. Not depressing. But that week spoke to me.
The Bible is not depressing.
The Bible's sick. I think I'm just depressing. Lord help me. I'm gonna go read Ecclesiastes. But yeah, that's the week that spoke to me.
Okay.
What I want to ask you, what's been your favorite week to preach?
It's crazy, man. I tell people this all the time. There's weeks where I come out of my, I wrap up my sermon. I'm like, yeah, this is about to be the best week. I think I said that about week 4.
Yeah.
What was week 4?
Your faith has feet, right?
That week.
Yeah.
You can't sit. Church sucks when we sit.
Right.
Because we say at Real Church, this is not the church you come and sit at. Like,
right.
You gotta get in.
Right.
I remember I was like, yeah, this one's it. And I'll be honest, there was great. I purposely did that on the week where we have Party with Pastors.
Okay.
Where it gives the people of Real Church the opportunity to get plugged in and start serving at their church.
Yeah.
And it was our biggest Party with Pastors ever. So I think people heard the message, not just in their ears, but in their hearts. But I remember I was like, yeah. But I guess during the time that I'm preaching, and I'm like, I think they're bored. I think they're not getting this. I think, despite what many people think, not all pastors think they're just killing it up there.
Yeah.
Most pastors are like, oh man, this was terrible.
Yeah.
This was not good. It did not help my people. And so, and both sides are bad. I'm not saying one's better than, like, we're obviously preaching to an audience of one,
right.
but, and I just didn't, and then it was the following week when I preached the dull soul.
Yeah.
And we don't do altars every week at our church.
Right. Like an altar call?
Yeah, like an altar call.
Yeah.
And that week I decided to, and the response was not just, I don't, getting people to an altar in a church is easy, dude.
Right.
That's easy.
Yeah.
That's a whole podcast.
Yeah.
It's the Spirit being evident that He's at work in the lives of the people.
Right.
And I got so many messages that day, just telling me how they were encouraged by that message, how it helped so much, how I got one literally 2 days ago where somebody was like, man, that got me out of a dark spot.
Yeah.
And so, I don't know, maybe the dull soul.
Yeah. So that was your favorite, is what you're saying?
Maybe.
Was it an unexpected, I guess?
Yeah, because that one, it was a holiday weekend.
Yeah.
I wasn't even supposed to be preaching.
Yeah, I think you just you came up with it.
It was actually something I think I did a men's breakfast and I just expounded it into a full sermon.
Yeah.
But but it's crazy how the Lord, I was kind of like, even in that one though, I was like, oh man, this was boring. It wasn't one of those like preaching messages. Right. It was just steady and,
feels like you got through it.
I got through it, and then people are just weeping.
Yeah. Even your
in the
staff,
altars.
like, dude, that one's
Yeah,
awesome.
even the staff was like, whoa, you know.
Yeah.
And, this last one was great too, though.
Yeah.
Just dwelling, you know, just people. We don't realize how easily we dwell in our worry and our wounds and in our sin.
Yeah.
We don't realize that.
100%.
And just to look at the prodigal son and see like, hey, like dwelling elsewhere is what the Bible said he did. He dwelled elsewhere.
Yeah.
And it brought famine to his life.
Right.
Not just physically, but spiritually,
Yeah.
and how that affects us. And so, I think that was honestly that might have been my favorite one.
Week 6.
More because I say this all the time.
Yeah.
Before I was a lead pastor, hearing pastors tell people, "You need to be in church. You need to be in church." You know, I quoted Psalm 27, King David saying, my one ask is that I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever.
Yeah.
And it's like, I would hear pastors say, I was like, man, this is just ego. Like, you just want more people in the seats. But actually, we realize, like, when you remove yourself from the presence of God,
Yeah.
it affects you. It affects every area of your life.
Mm-hmm.
And church starts to suck.
Yeah.
You know? And so, yeah, I think dwelling was probably my favorite one.
It was a good one.
This coming week might be my favorite one, though. I'm excited about it. It's really been moving in me since we got back from conference.
Yeah, that was great.
I've already said we're talking about church sucks when we're not winning at home.
Yeah,
and so I won't spoil that.
Yeah.
When is this coming out? I don't even know when this is coming out.
Mm,
We'll get it out tonight.
Yeah.
No, you got worship
we
practice
can do it
tonight.
tonight.
Yeah?
Yeah,
All right. We'll do it tonight. Live or just a release?
we'll see how it comes out.
Okay.
Probably a live release. No, I'm just kidding.
Again, this is a bonus episode, y'all. This is a bonus
surprise.
So-
Surprise.
hey, church doesn't suck.
Does not suck.
Comment down below what Real Church, if you're a member of Real Church, comment down below what Real Church has done in your life, how God has used it in your life. Maybe you go to another church in our city, or maybe you don't even live here and you go to a church somewhere else. Comment the church and how God has used it in your life specifically, just to turn things around and to help shape things in you. Maybe like developing character and all those things.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the people that God has put in your life through the church.
Right.
Because that's what we say in this series. Like, the church isn't a building.
Right.
The church is a people, and that's us. And so comment down below how the church has helped you.
Yeah.
Any closing thoughts on just the whole church sucks thing?
Yeah. I think just to touch on what you were saying there about, I think we can hear that truism, like, oh, the church isn't a building, it's a people. And I think that sometimes, not everybody, will use that as an excuse not to go to a building.
Yeah.
And I love that when you say that, you don't mean that, but you're just genuinely saying, like, hey, because even this, right, like, this is our logo, and, like, this has a building on it.
Yeah.
But, like, this isn't our church building.
Right.
I think what real church and what the tattoo means to me is, like, the people that have met there, and, like, that's who the church is to me.
Yeah.
The people that have made an impact on my life. And so like, we aren't saying, like, don't gather somewhere. Like, obviously the church has always been people that have gathered somewhere, like,
Right.
even if it's at somebody's house, like, that's technically a building anyway.
When we've said too, like,
Yeah.
something over and over we see in the scripture, something supernatural takes place
Yeah,
when the people of God gather.
100%.
And man, this could be a whole episode, so I don't want
Right.
to open up this can, but let us not forget the primary role of the church.
Correct.
The primary role of the church is the gathering of God's people
Yeah.
to lift up the name of Jesus
Yeah.
and to give glory to God.
Yeah, it's for the children of God. It's for the believer. Church is primarily for that. Not that we're
Not for outreach.
right. We're not. It's not that we're not evangelical, because obviously we preach messages about
Yeah,
salvation. But it's primarily for the child of God, the believer in Jesus. And so, I don't know. I think that's honestly, just to talk about that. Like, the church is, like you said. I don't know where we heard it from, but man, it's God's plan A, and, like, there's no plan B.
Yeah.
I don't know where that quote comes from.
I remember it from an old David Platt book
Yeah.
that he wrote.
Yeah. Yeah, And so to be able to, I guess, see that in action, and even like, because before I came here, I was like, well, I'll just go to online church, and it's different. Like when you get into the room with people, when people get to know you, you get to know other people. Man, it can really help you. Like, you get to see like what it means to bear one another's burdens. Like when the Bible talks about that, and just to like love somebody else, like, and to see God work through that. And then to be able to experience that from other people and have them love you. And
For
like
sure.
I can't tell you how many people have just randomly texted me like, hey man, praying for you this week. You've been on my heart. I love you. And I've gotten to do that for people. And so like we're just taking care of each other, loving one another. It's been beautiful.
It's again, it's something the church taught us.
Right.
Because the world teaches us, hey, look out for you.
Yeah.
Take care of you.
You're number one. Like that.
And the church reminds us like, no, actually live a life that's selfless.
Yeah.
And that puts others before yourself.
Yeah.
Philippians 2:3. There's nothing on earth like the church, man.
There's nothing like the church. Church doesn't suck. Doesn't suck at all.
It doesn't suck. Oh, I thought you were about to go off on something.
I was, and then I filtered it.
Well, cool. I hope you guys enjoyed this bonus episode. Man, tell them what we got in season 2 coming.
Yeah, well, I might get a better chair so I don't do the ace.
Yeah, people talk about our...
It's my posture, I think.
Our posture. These chairs are comfortable, though.
They are comfortable, but I think I'm just short. See, I think your legs help you. Like, I gotta, I'm constantly sliding away.
Yeah, I do too.
Season 2. Honestly, we will see. I don't want to spoil anything.
No, go ahead and spoil episode 1.
Episode 1 is going to be... You ready? You guys ready for this? Pastor Adriana.
It's going to be my wife, man. I'm super pumped. She does not want to get in front of the camera. Like, she will tell you in that episode she does not want to. But I have just convinced her, like, her story needs to be heard.
Yeah.
Because she adds... Real church wouldn't exist if it wasn't for her.
Yeah.
But how God has just worked in her life. Because I know so many people from the outside. You just come up with your own perceptions of people.
Yeah.
And you don't know their story, man.
Right.
And obviously, I think those were our number one episode. Like our top episodes are people just telling their stories.
Yeah.
And we said, you know what? We need to get her on here. And so, babe, we're going to get you on here.
Episode 1.
Episode 1. Season 2, episode 1.
Yeah.
Until Midland Loves Jesus podcast. Which, by the way, plug our handles for...
Yeah. It's going to be Until Midland Loves Jesus on Instagram and YouTube and Spotify. So we'll be on Spotify as well. I got to go upload them. But, yeah, I mean, and even like...
We prefer YouTube, though.
YouTube is great. Spotify is cool, but YouTube is our preferred.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Did we reach over 100 subscribers?
On YouTube?
Yeah.
I think we're like 2 away.
2 away?
No. I'm going to check
right now. How many
fact
subscribers do we got? If we're not at 100...
Don't post.
Don't. Until Midland Loves Jesus podcast. Oh, we're at 116.
116.
Let's go.
Oh, snap. Look. That has 830 views.
Wonderful. Okay, that's the most popular one is 830 views.
116 subscribers.
And hey, if you would be interested in jumping on here to tell your story, man, comment down below. What's a word they can comment? Tell my story? Or that's not a word. That's a phrase.
That's a sentence.
Real story. Comment.
Real story, yeah.
Real story down below. Pastor Ace will get in touch with you, and we'll set up a time for you to come and record.
That'd be exciting.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
Hey, thank you guys so much for the support. Screenshot, share on. Go to our YouTube.
Yeah.
Or go to our Instagram.
Repost.
Repost.
We'll probably drop a clip or something.
Yeah, share on your stories. That way we can just keep pushing this forward. And again, this isn't just for Real Church, man. This is for our city. This is Until Midland Loves Jesus. And so maybe you don't go to our church and you would like to jump on the podcast, man. We'd love to have you on.
Yeah.
Because we know that God is working in other churches in our city. There's so many incredible churches in our city.
Right.
And, man, we're just honored to partner next to them, just pointing people to Jesus. So I hope you guys enjoyed this bonus episode. We're back, and we're gonna keep pushing these out.
Yeah, let's go. Love you guys. Missed y'all. This was awesome.
Until Midland Loves Jesus. See you guys.
See ya.